Alright, so I'm just briefly playing around with the Peppermint Linux. It just came to me that I'm going to probably start making some videos. I'm going to go through the Linux distro watch, and we're going to try and see from a noob's perspective how many of these distributions of Linux can we actually install ourselves, and we're going to make videos on that. So, I mean, I'm like not a technical computer person. I'm well-rounded, but not skilled. Anyway, I'm looking at this here. This one's kind of interesting because it runs a lot of things kind of like a command. So it doesn't quite have like these are suggested applications that are listed in the official repository. So there's a flat pack. We definitely want that on there. 6505. Yes, enter. So in some instances, actually, this might end up being easier because, like, I installed OBS Studio in Ubuntu. I had to actually go back in later on, remove it, and install it from the Flatpak package platform because it doesn't actually install the same because it was an unofficial version in the Ubuntu software stuff. So I don't know what the GNOME software store is, but let's just go ahead and just do all these for now. And seems to be pretty snappy, pretty quick about installing them. Okay, so I just installed a couple of different things. This one's the only one that's like grayed out. Let's go over here to the Firefox browser because I guess this probably doesn't have a browser. It didn't automatically include one, which might be, better for installing the operating system. And really, do you need Firefox if you don't have an internet connection? I have not seen the KDE browser, I don't think. It would be nice if I didn't have to enter my password every single time. I'd just like to be logged in as admin. Although I think that's one of the things that does make Linux a little more secure. So I'm completely unfamiliar with this OS. That I've never used it before until today. Well, actually, that might not be true. I might have installed an old version of it. I think I might have put one on an old laptop and I thought that it was Linux Mint, but I think it was actually Peppermint. Interesting stuff. Boy, this is taking quite some time for the web browser. Let's see. So we get the GNOME web Tor browser. Okay, I don't know if I can do multiple things at once. 65. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it. It's moving a lot slower. Okay. So we have a bunch of other stuff like Chromium browser, which I think that's just going to be basically like a version of Google Chrome. It's been around for a while, actually. I remember it back in the early days of Ubuntu, I think it was. Or maybe it was PC Linux OS. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and close these out. These are software tools. I don't know what the app image hub is. I'm familiar with the Synaptic, but there's the Synaptic web store. Let's go to FlatHub and see if we can find OBS. I want OBS Studio. There we go. Alright. Install. I'm not super familiar with how this works. Okay. I don't know if it's actually installing. No. I'm gonna cancel that one. Okay, so manual install. Make sure you follow the setup guide for Linux. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't think this is working. Alright, let's see here. So when we clicked on this, okay, we have that there. Now what? A file named already exists, replace it. I honestly really don't know how to use this. I'm not sure what the hell am I doing. Let's see. I'm trying to see if it actually like installed it. Nope. So I'm gonna click cancel. Okay. Let's go here. Okay. So I think we need to come into the terminal maybe. I don't know where the hell the terminal's at. Lordy. We have this one too. Here's the. They have a software catalog. Interesting. So a lot of these operating systems have like another catalog where you can kind of install it without doing like the typical Linuxy crap. But right now I don't even know where the damn terminal is, which to me is obnoxious. Okay. There we go. Alright. So it's probably going to ask me once I hit enter to do something else. And are not in the same path as the directory, so applications installed by Flatpak may not appear on your desktop until the session is restarted. Not installed. Okay. I don't know. Where's this thing here? This is going to take a while. What do we have here? Okay. There's the hub. We hit system updates. Alright, we'll just click download. I'm going to close out the terminal. Accessories, graphics, internet, sound, software. And this is all this crap. There's like a search. Okay. SDR play. No application found. GNU radio. Oh my god. Constantly password. What? I don't need that. It's a flowchart. Alright, so we're trying to load the GRQX, which is possibly an SDR. One of the reasons to stick with big distros like Mint and Ubuntu is that when you can't figure out how to do something, you're going to be able to find help. You're going to run into like a lot of these other distributions, nobody's ever heard of them. We use cookies. I'm not accepting them all. To recognize distros. This will switch all toggles on. None for performance. Alright, this is the Snap Store. I don't seem to be able to do anything with it right now. Let's close this. Let's see what we got here. This thing's still trying to do something. Let's close this Peppermint hub. Okay, so the GNU radio GRQX is right here. Let's go ahead and install it. Open. Device. So you can take something like a Zygo G90 and plug your IQ output of the radio into here, probably through the sound card. Complex sampled IQ file, RTL SDR. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out for now, though, just because. I'm gonna close this too. So anyway, it seems like a pretty capable OS if you can get the basic things working that you need. I don't know where our web browser is. Let's see here. So we got applications, internet. Okay, let's just make sure and see how these things open. Looks pretty quick.